agro-industry and fisheries, agro-food, olive oils, fruits, vegetables. We are exporting a lot to Europe. And here again, we had big problems with Spain, for instance, a few years ago in the 80s, when Spain was joining the European community. And of course, we were producing the same thing. And we had lots of problems with them. You know, our trucks, they used to burn our trucks, and because they were not letting because they found that it was competition for them. So you know what we did? Simple. The Spaniards thought that Morocco to produce vegetables and fruits in Morocco was a great place to produce fruits and vegetables. So they invested, and they became part of the Moroccan economy, and they defended the Moroccan economy in Brussels, especially in Brussels. So you just bring people, and they become, and today we are part of the same group. This is very important. Like in California, we have problems of water. Like in California, we have cycles of drought, ups and downs. Very good year of rain, and we have a wonderful crop. A bad year of rain, a bad crop. So we had to go into irrigation. And we irrigated whatever we could irrigate in Morocco by a policy of building dams since the beginning of the 60s. And we built something like one dam a year, and which is very important. And now we irrigated everything that could have been irrigated. We have irrigated 1,500,000 hectares. It's and this is where we produce vegetables, fruits, and try to be exported to Europe and other places in the world. It's but you have the fresh fruits, fresh vegetables, but you have all the canned industry, all the other industry, the food industry. And Morocco can become the real player in the food industry. This is the fisheries. Here again, there is a lot of opportunities because we have a lot of stock. We have an industry that is growing. We are reorganizing this industry. It's very important because for the local consumption, because of the tourism, but also we are exporting a lot to Europe and Japan and the Far East. So here you have the numbers, and this is again one of the sectors that we think, and we're sure, is going to be one of the main sectors of the Moroccan industry. So we have a lot of opportunities here, but especially on inland, the fishery industry. Not boats, not fishing, but transforming. So again, we play always the hub component. In every sector, we try to be a hub for the sector. Here, for instance, for the fisheries, it's the same thing. Textile. Well, textile again, it's one of the sectors that we think we could do well. We have one problem in textiles in Morocco is that we do not have a really fully integrated textile industry in the sense that we do not have production of fabrics. And we produce mainly garments. That's but as I said, it is impossible for Morocco to compete, for instance, with T-shirts and shirts with China. What we do is fashion. That's paying a lot, and we have a lot of companies, many companies, that are becoming more and more involved in the fashion business in Europe. And you know what? Fashion is one of the biggest business in the world because you produce 10 and you sell 1,000, so it's a big thing. So those are the centers where we think and where we have the main industries in the country. So here, this is where we are. What are the opportunities for the business in Irvine. I don't know very well what is the business community here in Irvine. I know real estate, I know development, I know architecture, biomed and other sectors. And I think that going and looking at Morocco, maybe you might find good business opportunities. And I think that really there is something in Morocco that could be attractive. And what I suggest is a trip to Morocco. Some of you want to go. It's a nice trip. It's one of the most important things for those who want to invest in a country. It's about its safety and security. And of course, the country is very safe and secure in the sense that, let me give you a figure. 15 homicides a year in a population of 30 million people. Not much. And it's really when you're there, when you travel around the country, you really feel pretty safe. And it's attractive because it's exotic. And on the other hand, you have the conflict with Europe. So I really would suggest to go if you are interested in more details about the numbers, the costs, the opportunities. Let me know. I'll be delighted to answer. We have many foreign companies that are investing in Morocco, for instance, in real estate. Mainly the Emiratis, companies from the Gulf countries are coming to Morocco, investing in real estate and investing a lot in tourism. And big departments. And if they're coming, it's really because they think that they're making money. The finance sector also is a very important sector because the economy is booming, so the banks and the insurances are doing well. We have in the free trade